Hi everyone, Faby Gonzalez at Coldwell West, and you're watching Good Day Chula Vista, episode 88. And if you're a homeowner and you're doing some upgrades to your house, I'm going to be talking about some of the upgrades that sometimes you do in your houses and they don't pass inspection. So you want to make sure that when you do the upgrades, you do them properly so you don't have to redo them in the future. So I'm going to give you some tips and I'm going to go over some of them. So stay with me. Hello, hello. Well, thank you for joining me. Today, like I said, we're on episode 88, and I want to ask you to please share this video to your page right now while we're live. So any of your friends who log in, they can make a comment or ask a question. Let us know where they're watching us from, and they can enter the drawing. Today, we're giving out a planner, undated. So it's just a little journal. It's actually a journal. And then we are also giving out a Starbucks gift card at the end of the show. So make a comment. Don't forget. Let us know where you're watching us from. And share this video to your page right now. And also, I wanted to say thank you to all of you guys for sending me all your referrals and always trusting me with your friends and family whenever they're thinking of selling or buying a property. Today, I want to congratulate Jorge and Saida, some of my buyers. They are very excited. They're very excited about purchasing a home. And I also have George and Sam. They're two investors and they just closed escrow today on a vacant lot property in Spring Valley. And then also on that one, I have the buyer. His name is Adrian. He's from Mexico City and he found this lot on Facebook and I was able to make that sell for him. And also Anel Trevino, who is a military mom that closed escrow today on a beautiful property in Otay Ranch. So thank you and congratulations to all of you for for becoming homeowners. And okay, so what are we going to talk about? Today we're going to be talking about tips on things to avoid when upgrading your house. Okay? So let's get started. I think I'm going to give you some good tips. Thank you, Vero. Okay, so let's see. Before we get started, let me see here. Hi, Luis. I also want to congratulate Luis Isais from my team because he closed escrow today. Yay! Felicidades! I'm so proud of you, Luis, because you're so consistent and doing all your marketing, following up with your clients, and just being on top of your game. So congratulations on yet another closing. Even though you're a new agent, you're doing awesome. So I'm very, very proud of you. Keep it up. Hola, Ciris. Nice seeing you. Besito a mi ahijada. Okay, so now let's talk about the some of these things. So Adrian is going to be sharing some of the pictures of the items that I'm going to be talking about. So the first thing, so let me tell you about these upgrades. Sometimes we upgrade something in our house, and obviously we're not in construction, we're not plumbers, electricians, or anything like that. So when we do upgrades, we are trusting the contractors that are doing this work in our house. And sometimes these contractors are not advising you the right things to do. And when you're planning to sell your property and the buyer has an inspection, then you have to redo some of those things because they don't pass inspection. So I'm going to cover a few of them. So let's talk about the first one, which is the reusable air filter. And that's going to be the air filter of your furnace, your house heating system or air conditioning system. There's a filter that is inside the house that you have to change. Is the air filter. And Adrian is going to post a picture here on the side. So this is a reusable one. If you see it here, it looks blue and it looks kind of like a plastic sponge that you use to scrub your dishes. It kind of looks like that. And that one, it's a reusable one, so you have to remove it and you have to wash it really well before you put it back. Now, every time I have an inspection, the inspectors are always suggesting that we should change that for a disposable one. The disposable ones are cleaner, obviously, because you only use it one time and you throw them away. And sometimes they prevent allergies, and there's some with fragrance and stuff. But it's always better, because what I've seen with these reusable ones, they're always super dirty, and I think even if you wash them, not all the dirt comes out. So it's such a pain. Just buy the disposable ones, and your inspection is going to go better. That's one of the things. The other one, let's talk about a couple of things about the dishwasher. Okay, the dishwasher air gap. So now, Adrian, can you show the picture with the little thing on top of the sink? And he's going to show the picture on this side. And what it is that little metal thing that is right next to your faucet in the sink, and a lot of people don't know what it is. And sometimes water will come out of it, and that is your dishwasher air gap. And if you see it there, it's circled with yellow letters. If you see that little cover has like a little hole, that hole, even though it looks ugly, needs to be facing the sink, because that is meant for the water to come out of there, and it should be facing your sink. Because if you have it facing the back, because you don't want to see that hole, then if water comes out, it's going to be going towards your wall in your kitchen. So you want to make sure that little hole, even though you don't like it, it needs to be facing your sink. Okay, and that's the air gap. Now, if you show another one, Adrian, the next picture of that. Now, the air gap is a system that is underneath the sink. Okay, and this system, what it does, because you know what, I was upgrading my plumbing under the sink, and I was telling the contractor he needed to put up the air gap, right, the dishwasher air gap. And this is not the contractor I'm currently working with. It was somebody else that I was working with before. And he said, oh, you know what, you don't need that. Let's just remove it and get rid of all those hoses under the sink. You don't need it. And I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, oh my God, like this guy is advising me that I don't need the dishwasher air gap, and he doesn't know what could happen. So this is what happens. The air gap, it traps any water when something happens and it gets hot, or any gases from the sewer. They go through there, so nothing comes back to your dishwasher. So if you don't have it installed right, you might be getting gases from the sewer back into your dishwasher if they put it like behind the sink trap. And if they don't have that air gap, some of that dirty water could go back to your dishwasher. So it's very important that you have this air gap. If you have a dishwasher, make sure that you check your sink and that you have it. If you don't have an air gap installed in your dishwasher, it's going to work properly. It's going to work fine, but you don't have the safety, healthy prevention with that. So it's not going to pass inspection, and you're probably going to have to get it installed anyways. And it's just healthier. Make sure you have your dishwasher air gap installed. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Hola, Karen. Hi, Mika. You're in the car? Yes. Luis, New York. What is that, New York? Our new lounge area. Oh, Karen. We should record in the lounge area. It's so pretty there. Hi, Salvador. Hi, Sergio. Okay, so now remember, okay, so if you don't have the dishwasher air gap installed, your plumbing system in the kitchen is not going to pass the inspection. Any inspector is going to require for that to be installed because, like I said, those health issues. Now, let's go to the rain gutters. Okay, that's something that most people don't even think about. But usually when you have a home inspection, the inspector will recommend that you have the rain gutters. So rain gutters are, if you can show the picture here, Adrian, rain gutters, it's some rail, it looks like a rail, like a railing, like a plastic railing going around your roof. And what it does, it catches all the water that is coming down from your roof, and it guides the water, it leads it to whatever section you want it to go. So you want to make sure that you don't have water dripping all over around your house, especially if you don't have a good draining system around your house. So you want to make sure you have the rain gutters around your roof and direct the water to one section. And then there's a pipe. If you see here on the picture, there's a pipe that comes down from the around the roof, and that's the water. It's gonna guide it all the way there, and then it's gonna come down on that pipe. Now that pipe, when it comes down to the floor, you want to guide it to either your plants that are away from your house. You can use it to, you know, water whatever you want, or you can have it go to the nearest drain. It can be guided out to the street, anywhere that is away from the house. So this is a really good thing to have to prevent any water damage around your house or your foundation or your crawl space under the house. If you don't have rain gutters, it's a great investment. And just know that if you sell, the inspector is going to suggest the buyer that they get those gutters, or they request the seller to install the rain gutters. I think we had did you show both pictures? Okay, so now let's go to the next one. The next one, it's gonna be, hi Ana, ¿cómo estás? Hi Carmen, I'm pretty sure you have all these things in your house. You're always so good, but just remember, you wanna make sure you have a disposable air filter, that you have the dishwasher air gap, and that you have rain gutters around your roof. Now let's go to the next one. The next one is the flexible drain pipe. So if Adrian, if you can show the picture here. And that's going to be the flexible drain pipe. A lot of people don't know what that is, but it's a flexible pipe that goes underneath your bathroom sink. And they don't pass inspection. I don't know why they sell them. They do sell them, but they're not going to, every inspector is going to tell you that those need to be replaced for the regular ones. Now, why do we have those flexible pipes? Well, because sometimes the regular ones don't fit the space, or you would need to adjust the piping coming out from the wall, and sometimes the plumbers don't want to do that. So what they do is they use these flexible ones. Well, these flexible ones are not going to pass inspection, just so you know, because all the hair and things that go through the sink are going to get stuck there. It's going to get a lot of buildup in that little section. So you want to make sure that you have just the regular pipes, sewer pipes underneath the sink, and those are usually mostly used in the bathroom sinks. So you want to make sure, if you have a plumber fixing a leak under your sink, let them know they cannot use those. So make them do the work right. It might take him a little longer. It might cost you a little more, but trust me, there is a reason why they don't recommend those, so you shouldn't be using them. I have no clue why they sell them, honestly. Okay. Hola, comadre, María Luisa, our preferred lender. Un besote. Hola, Leti. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Okay, so now that's the flexible drain pipe. You want to stay away from that. You won't pass inspection if you use it in any plumbing around your house. Okay, now let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be the carbon monoxide detectors. Okay. And I know most of you should already have one. Is there any of you that don't have a carbon monoxide detector? I want to see. Raise your hand. So, what is a carbon monoxide detector? It's kind of like a smoke detector, but instead of detecting the smoke, it's going to detect only the carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, it's odorless. You don't see it, you don't smell it, so you want to make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector. I'm going to tell you how effective they are. We have a water heater in my house. The water heater is outside, and it's outside next to my son's window. Okay, so for a while, the carbon monoxide detector was going off. It would go off. And then we didn't know what it was. We're like, oh, that's weird, because the stove, the heater is off. We're not using the stove. What is it? So we didn't know what it was. Well, when I had the water heater checked, the pipe on the top, all the exhaust was coming out, and it was next to the window, so the carbon monoxide was going inside the house through when he had the window open, so it will trigger that carbon monoxide. I thought maybe it's not working properly, but you know what, it was actually doing a good read. So you want to make sure you always have the carbon monoxide. There's one, I think that has, do you have the first picture there? Okay, so there's one, this is the most common one, the one you see right here on the picture. That one is the one that you just put a battery, you buy them, screw them to the wall. You always want to have, you don't want to have them, you don't want to have them too high, because carbon monoxide travels slow. So by the time it gets way up there, that means it's been there for a while. So you want to make sure that you have your carbon monoxide detector low. It's recommended that you put it 2 feet from the floor, but a lot of people don't want to do that because they have children and they don't want the children playing with it. So we usually do it at 4 feet, 4 or 5 feet. Make sure you always keep it, at least at eye level. Don't go any higher than that. That's the carbon monoxide detector. There's also another one that you can just plug in. If you can show the other picture, Adrian. Yes, Karen, definitely, you're right. The carbon monoxide detectors have to be installed low because carbon monoxide travels low. And it's like the opposite from the smoke. The smoke travels high. It starts on the top, so that's why smoke detectors have to be really high in the ceiling. But carbon monoxide, it travels slow, so you want to have it as low as possible. And, obviously you want to have it away from kids, but you want to make sure that it's the lowest you can. That's going to be the best. And there's also one that you just plug in. But even if you plug it in, it still has a backup battery instead of, in case you run out, the electricity is not functioning, or, you lose power in your area, you still have your carbon monoxide detector working with the backup battery. So hopefully all these things are helping you to keep your house in good shape. So when you're getting ready to sell, because, when you're getting ready to sell, you don't want to have the buyers do an inspection and then all these things come up, because then it makes your house look like, oh my God, it needs a lot of work, when they're very simple things. And you want to make sure you get them done right the first time you fix them or install them or upgrade them, because that way you don't have to go back and fixing them. So let's see, Karen, the plug-ins are great, just have to teach the kids not to touch them. Yeah, that's the thing with those carbon monoxides, because they're supposed to be low and the kids are always pressing those buttons. But like I said, you can keep them at eye level. Just use the battery one and keep them a little higher, as low as you can and as high as you're gonna have to because of the kids. Mika, do you recommend the combo units that are both smoke and carbon monoxide? I think, those work, but this is my only concern with those, because like I said, carbon monoxide travels low, and then smoke travels high. So you would have to keep them, in between for them to work properly. I've seen some that they're on the ceiling and they are carbon monoxide detector and smoke detector. I would be concerned that my carbon monoxide detector is that high, because like I told you, by the time it gets there, it's probably been in your house for a while. So I don't have it that way. I have 2 separate ones, and I think that's the way it should be. And if you're gonna buy the one that has both, then probably keep it at 5 feet, so it's like not too high and not too low, and it'll probably work better. But yeah, those are also really good. You know what, Mika, something is better than nothing, because a lot of people don't even have a carbon monoxide detector. They don't get them. We're so used to seeing them because we're in real estate, but I've seen a lot of my friends and family that they're not in real estate and they're been in their homes forever. They don't even have them. I'm always saying, like, hey, you need a carbon monoxide detector. We want to remind our friends and family, because it's important that you have those. Let's see, let me make sure. Hi, Martha, how are you? Congrats. We close escrow today. Mika, we close escrow today. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hi, Efrain. Hi, Christina. Hi, Nikki. Thank you for watching us, for logging in. Hi, Nancy. Celisette, hi, how are you? Let's see who else is here. Sally said you need to come visit us. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Tony. Hi, Michelle. Thank you, all of you guys, for logging in. Okay, well, hopefully you guys got some good tips with this. I know it's not a lot of them. I think we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tips. And I think that you could definitely put this on your list. And if you ever have a question, if you're upgrading something and you're not sure about something, please let me be a resource for you. I can always recommend a plumber and electrician for you. I have a lot of them on my website. If you go to my website to under professionals, you can find some of the plumbers, electricians, and contractors that I work with, insurance, attorneys, just anything that I work with. You would see them there on my website. I highly recommend that you go there, but always feel free to call me. I want to be a resource. Yes? Okay, so thank you so much. Hopefully you took good notes and you're gonna follow those tips. And let me invite you this weekend. We're having an open house. My friend Claudia Williams, she has this beautiful renovated house that she's flipping, and it's Spanish style, and it's a beautiful house. So I'm gonna hold it open this Saturday, 12 to 4, and the address is, it's 5444.
4555.
Oh, it's 4555 Cerritos, right? Cerritos, 92115 is the zip code. So stop by and see that beautiful house. It's really pretty, has a very nice swimming pool, but you know what, the upgrades she did and the colors she chose, the tiles, it's all Spanish. It looks beautiful. It looks like an hacienda, right? Everybody that's seen it, oh my god, I'm opening this thing. Okay, thank you, Anna. Thank you for trusting me. What do you mean by flipping an open house? I'm not flipping the open house. I'm doing an open house on a house that Claudia is flipping. It's her listing, but I'm gonna hold it open. I said it wrong. Hi, Donna. Okay, they're stuck together. Let me just sure they're separated. Okay, guys. Well, let's do we're gonna give away one of the journals. Let me show it. Let's go this way. Okay, so this one is it's like a little journal with a leather cover and just blank pages inside. So let's do that one first. Da-da-dan. Let's see, where's my sound? Let's see who's the lucky winner. Karen! Karen, she doesn't need a journal. I think she does already have plenty, but you can give it away if you don't need it. Okay, the next one is a Starbucks gift card. So you can have a coffee on me. Osiris, yo te la llevo para ver a mi amor. Yay! Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Osiris, for joining us. I'll give this to Vero so she can get them ready. And thank you for joining us. I need that journal. Oh, maybe you can trade with Karen. If she doesn't want it, I'll send you the journal and then I'll give the gift card to Karen. Because Karen is always saying, use the gifts for the clients. So I'm sure she won't mind. Please pull another one. See? So yeah, I'll send you the journal. Okay, we'll pull another one then for the gift card for the Starbucks. Since Karen is giving away that journal. Let's see. Sergio Palomino, yay! Bravo. You gotta stop by and pick it up. Okay, guys. Well, visit me on Saturday at my open house. Please, I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page, so you guys have the address and the pictures of the houses. See you Saturday, 12 to 4. I'll be there. Stop by and say hi. And if you know anybody that's thinking of buying or selling, send them my way. I can put them in contact with one of my lenders. We can get them pre-qualified right away, and they can stop paying rent. They can probably buy for the same payment they're paying right now as rent. Okay, guys. See you next Wednesday. We are going to have next Wednesday. So next Wednesday we're gonna have Claudia Williams here, and it's gonna be helping women succeed. Claudia is very into helping women. She feels that a lot of women are intimidated by, but just men that are, you know, in these high positions at companies and stuff. So she's always encouraging women to be more brave and get out there and open your businesses and just, you know, risk it. Risk to become successful. She's really an advocate for that, and she's going to be here next Saturday to talk about that. So next Wednesday, don't forget, join us at 4 p.m. And then the following Wednesday, we're going to have Gabby Barreiro. She's a runner, and we're going to talk about the benefits of running, how she's benefited her health, her energy, her, performance, and everything else because she runs. So I think it's going to be interesting because I am not a runner. It's really hard for me to run. So I definitely want to ask her a lot of questions. So don't forget, tune in the next 2 Wednesdays. It's going to be fun. And thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys next week.